the stairs from where I am to where I started. I tap my feet and close the door to your apartment.
Hi everyone! So for today's look, I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day inspired look. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, we're like a month away, less than a month away. Well, is it today? Okay, a month away from Valentine's Day. So I figured since it takes me forever to upload things, why not do a Valentine's Day tutorial? So I went ahead with a really pretty pink look, totally cliche, but it's really pretty. It brings out the green in my eyes, and I did it with a really soft lip and a little bit different for the contour. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. So for this look, we're gonna go ahead and I'm using the Stila holiday palette that they had for Sephora. So we're gonna use a few colors from here for this eye look. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and use my flat brush, and I'm just going to take this light, it's a bright pink, but it's still like lighter than this one is. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with that onto my lid. Alright, and then as always, I'm gonna use a fluffy brush, and then I am gonna grab that other pink shade right here. It is a matte. So we're gonna go ahead, take that with our brush, and of course start in the outer corner, doing circular motions and bringing that slowly towards the inner corner. Go ahead with this dark brown color right here. It is also a matte shade. I also use it in my hairline sometimes whenever I want to have a tight ponytail back. It's something that Amrezy, who is a real popular Instagrammer, if you don't know who she is, but something that she did or does with her hair, and so I went ahead and tried it, and I'm like, you know what, this actually looks really good. So I'm just taking a small brush, okay, and I'm doing it right in the outer corner, okay, just a little bit. Let's get close. Just really not too much. And then the other outer corner or inner corner. You notice I'm just going back and forth like that. So really, really soft. All right, so other eye. All right, so we have that on both eyes. So now for something a little bit different. I mean, it's not too different. Let's face it, it's really not that different. But we're gonna go ahead and do this purple shade right here. It's a little bit more of a deeper purple. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it as well. And I'm just taking an even smaller brush. So that was the brush we just used. It's even smaller. I mean, pretty much you could always get away with just using these two brushes for like the main, but when you're wanting to do a little bit more detail, I go ahead and I make sure I get a little bit more detailing brushes. So that way we can do this on the lower lash line. Oh my gosh, that thing just fell. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take it and do it right under here. So that way it has a nice dark, smoldery, sultry, bedroom eyes look. But it's not using black and it's not using a brown. I like to switch it up with color. I don't like to do too much of the same thing. And I'm just bringing that up a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of lightly following the natural like eye socket. So you see like I'm pushing back, and that's like my eye socket area. Just to give it a little trace, and then of course we'll always blend out. Alright, so I really want to warm up this eye because I feel like this is pretty generic. So I'm gonna go ahead, and this is gonna be a little different for some of y'all, but this color right here. So these four are actually blushes, and I'm gonna use this color to just bring a lot more warmth into the crease, just a lot more warmth and brightness, really. So I'm going back with the crease brush, and I'm gonna go ahead, start in that outer corner, because remember we had some darker product there. Take it and blend. But I don't want to go too much in, because I don't want to take away from that pretty matte pink that we did as our second color. I'm just wanting like a little pick me up, a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my foundation. I'm just doing a really old foundation that I was using, which is the Stila Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that with my Beauty Blender sponge. So the reason why I'm saying it's an old foundation is because I believe they don't make it anymore. I know that they don't sell it in stores anymore since they brought out the new Aqua Glow foundation, but I'm one that doesn't waste, so I have to use it up. So another thing I'm going in with is my Tarte Maracuja Concealer. So I'm just getting a little bit onto my fingers and applying it right underneath the eyes. I don't like it when it's super light. I know some people do, but I don't. I like it really close to my skin color. So yeah, so leave it like that. It's not like perfected, there we go, by any means. So I'm just gonna let it settle in. Remember, because I'm dry, I'm not going to be using any type of powder for that area. Like a lot of people, they do the baking method and all of that, but I do not. I let it naturally settle in. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my brows, but I'm going to do that off camera just because it's too tedious. If y'all are wanting a brow tutorial, let me know, and I'll do that in a very separate video. Alright, so went ahead, did my brows, which I know look a little bold, but whatever, bold brows are always good. So I went ahead and blended out my concealer, so now we're going to do a little liner, and since this is a little bit more of like that date night, Valentine's Day going out type look, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a black pencil. I am doing the Lancome Kohl pencil, and got this as like a free gift with purchase, which is really cool. So yeah, so what we're going to do with it is, I'm not going to do anything on the top, so we're actually going to go underneath. We're going to tight line and then put it in the waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. Alright, so I went ahead and just put on some mascara since we're going to go ahead and do lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a little bit of contour. This is a cream that I got. It's a from the UK, and I had a lot of issues with getting it, and then all of a sudden they finally found it. It's only been like close to 2 months, but all good. So I'm just gonna use this color right here. I know I talked about I don't like doing it through here, but I do like to have a lot more of a bit more of a highlighted look. So I'm just going in with my Beauty Blender, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of that lighter color up to here, and then of course you have to blend it in, but notice how I'm not adding a whole lot there, just enough to add that highlight. And then I take whatever's left, and I've been putting it onto bridge my nose, cupid's bow, center, you know, the good stuff. And then with a brush, little fluffy brush, I've been using this color right here to create a little bit more of a warmer look. I usually don't go this intense with all my makeup on the daily, but like if you're going out or it's an event, it's date, whatever, date night, something like that, just something special, then I'll do a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my matte bronzer by Stila. And once again, this is the medium, they call it like a contour bronze. So I'm not gonna go everywhere like I have in the past. I'm just gonna add a little bit more sculpt right there underneath my cheekbones, just because I don't want to add too much makeup onto the face. Like I said, I mean, I'm not doing stage makeup here, but just adding something that is a little bit different than what I usually do. Once again, this is a little bit more of like a going out look, so that's what we're going for, right? So that's what we'll do. But no, I definitely don't ever do this on the daily. Not this style and this amount. Usually, like, I would just highlight what I'm about to do and then be done. But we're gonna add on blush and all of that. So of course, using my sculpting duo, and like I said, if you're oily, like, this would be a great product, like the bronze part, to add what I did with the cream. I just wanted to really try out this newer product. So yeah, so with the fan brush, just applying that right above the cheekbones. A little bit right here, here. And I don't think I mentioned this before, but the reason why I could use this powder is because it's actually a liquid gel, like liquid gel, whatever, a gel first, and then they bake it to solidify it. So it's quite excellent for all skin types. I forgot to add just a little bit, just a little bit of that bronze right on the edge of the nose. Once again, I don't like to over contour my nose. I think it looks a little silly when it's overdone. But I just like to do it enough to where if a flash were to happen, you're able to see that I have structure in my nose, that there's like a shadowing. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Laura Geller Pink Buttercream blush. It's probably my favorite blush in the entire world. I love her blushes. They don't dry out my face at all, which is wonderful and really hard to find, especially in a powder. It looks like this. Isn't that pretty? But I put on lashes and I did a lip. I did, what lip color? It's a Tom Ford lipstick in Eddie from like his line where they have a bunch of boy names. It's really cute. And it wasn't like too bad for Tom Ford, you know, but they're super moisturizing. So yeah, I went with a little bit more of like a really pretty nude that fit my skin tone and had a little bit of a shimmer into it. So, and then I put on the Andrea 14 lashes and I added a little liner on top. So yeah, that's the look. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like or follow me on Instagram. All right, until next time, bye.